Have you ever wondered what it would be like to be so rich that you could gamble away millions without a second thought? Imagine having enough wealth to place a $10 million bet on a single game of blackjack or risk billions in a single business venture. For some billionaires, high-stakes gambling isn't just a hobby, it's a way of life. But with great risk comes great reward, and sometimes great loss. In this video, we'll explore the stories of 10 billionaires who took huge gambles, and the results were as unpredictable as a roll of the dice. Some walked away with more wealth than they ever imagined, while others watched their fortunes vanish in an instant. Get ready for a ride through the risky, high-stakes world of billionaires who lost it all on the roll of a dice. Number 9. Richard Branson. Richard Branson is known for his adventurous spirit, whether he's starting a new business or attempting a daring world record. His gamble on Virgin Records in the 1980s was a massive risk, and it paid off, launching him into billionaire status. However, Branson's gambling habits went beyond business. He was also known to place high-stakes bets, including a particularly risky wager on crossing the Atlantic in a hot air balloon. Though his business ventures have been largely successful, Branson's gambling habits have not always paid off. He's lost money in various ventures, including a failed investment in the online music streaming business. But despite these setbacks, Branson's resilience and risk-taking nature allowed him to continue building his fortune. For Branson, it's all about the thrill of the gamble, and sometimes that gamble leads to huge success. Number 8. Steve Wynn. Steve Wynn is a name synonymous with Las Vegas luxury. As the owner of Wynn Resorts, Wynn revolutionized the casino and hotel industry, catering to the world's wealthiest gamblers. But Wynn's own gambling habits were just as extravagant as the resorts he built. He was known to place massive bets, sometimes losing hundreds of millions of dollars in a single night. One of his most infamous gambling losses came in 1995, when he lost $100 million in just 1 year. Wynn's personal gambling addiction became a source of public concern, and it raised questions about whether his behavior was starting to impact his empire. But despite these setbacks, Wynn managed to rebuild his wealth and continue running his resorts. His story shows how even the most successful billionaires can struggle with the temptation of high-stakes gambling. Number 7. Howard Hughes. Howard Hughes, the eccentric billionaire, is another example of a man whose wealth was overshadowed by his obsession with risk. Hughes made his fortune in aviation and film, but he was also a compulsive gambler. His addiction to gambling became well known, and he was often seen at the poker and blackjack tables, wagering millions of dollars at a time. Hughes' gambling addiction took a toll on his personal life and business empire. By the 1970s, his mental health had deteriorated, and his reclusive lifestyle further alienated him from the public. His massive losses in gambling, combined with his other struggles, ultimately led to the downfall of his empire. Hughes' life is a tragic reminder of how even the wealthiest can be undone by their own addictions. Number 6. Al-Walid bin Talal. Al-Walid bin Talal, a Saudi billionaire and member of the royal family, made his fortune through investments in companies like Citigroup and Apple. However, Al-Walid has also made some risky bets in the world of high finance. In 2008, during the global financial crisis, he found himself on the losing side of several major investments, costing him billions of dollars. Despite these setbacks, Al-Walid has managed to recover, thanks to his business savvy and willingness to take risks. He continues to place large bets on stocks, real estate, and other ventures. While some of his investments have paid off, others have been less successful. Al-Walid's story is a testament to the risks and rewards of high-stakes investing, where fortunes can change in an instant. Number 5. Bernard Arnault. Bernard Arnault, the chairman of LVMH, Moet Hennessy Louis Vuitton, is one of the richest men in the world. His empire includes luxury brands like Louis Vuitton, Christian Dior, and Fendi. But Arnault's journey to the top wasn't without risk. In the 1980s, he made a risky investment in the fashion house Christian Dior, which was struggling at the time. By acquiring a controlling stake, Arnault gambled millions of dollars on the future of the brand. That gamble paid off, and Arnault's empire grew. But not all of his investments have been successful. In the early 2000s, Arnault invested heavily in the wine industry, but some of these ventures didn't yield the returns he had hoped for. Nevertheless, Arnault's ability to navigate the ups and downs of his investments has allowed him to remain one of the wealthiest people in the world. Number 4. Elon Musk. Elon Musk is perhaps the most famous risk-taker of our time. As the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, Musk has made several bold moves that have redefined entire industries. But Musk's journey to success has been anything but easy. In 2008, Tesla was on the verge of bankruptcy, and Musk personally invested nearly all of his money into keeping the company afloat. At the time, many believed Tesla was doomed, but Musk's gamble paid off as Tesla became one of the most valuable companies in the world. Musk's risks didn't stop with Tesla. He has also invested heavily in SpaceX, Neuralink, and The Boring Company. While some of these ventures have been successful, others have faced challenges. Musk's story shows that even the most successful entrepreneurs can face enormous risks, but it's his willingness to bet everything on the future that has made him a billionaire. Number 3. Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban made his fortune through the sale of Broadcast.com to Yahoo in 1999 for nearly $6 billion. Since then, Cuban has continued to take high-risk bets, investing in a wide range of startups and ventures. One of his most famous gambles was purchasing the Dallas Mavericks, a struggling basketball team, in 2000. Cuban's investment transformed the team into a championship-winning organization, but it wasn't always smooth sailing. Cuban has also faced setbacks in his investments. His stake in the streaming service AXS TV, for example, didn't generate the returns he had hoped for. But Cuban's story is one of resilience. He's willing to take risks and learn from his mistakes, and that has allowed him to continue building his wealth. Number 2. Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, is one of the wealthiest people in the world, thanks to his gamble on e-commerce. In the early 1990s, Bezos invested everything he had into building Amazon, despite the skepticism of many. At the time, e-commerce was a new and untested market, but Bezos believed in its potential. His gamble paid off, and Amazon became the global powerhouse it is today. Bezos' risk-taking didn't stop with Amazon. He has also made bold investments in ventures like Blue Origin, his space exploration company. While some of these investments have been risky, Bezos' ability to take calculated risks has allowed him to maintain his position as one of the richest men on the planet. Number 1. Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a name that's synonymous with wealth, real estate, and high-stakes gambling. Trump made his fortune through real estate, but he also placed many risky bets along the way. One of his most famous gambles came in the 1980s when he took on massive debt to build the Trump Tower in New York City. The gamble paid off initially, but Trump faced significant financial struggles in the early 1990s, including failed projects and mounting debt. Despite these setbacks, Trump managed to rebuild his empire, largely through strategic investments and a willingness to take risks. His life has been a roller coaster of highs and lows, but his boldness and ability to bounce back from setbacks have allowed him to maintain his billionaire status. Trump's story is a reminder that in the world of billionaires, fortune can change on the roll of a dice. The stories of these billionaires show that while high-risk gambles can lead to enormous rewards, they can also lead to devastating losses. Whether through gambling, business ventures, or personal bets, the stakes are always high when you're playing with billions. But in the world of the ultra-wealthy, it's not about playing it safe, it's about taking risks and seeing where the dice land. Which billionaire's gamble surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more incredible stories about the world's wealthiest risk-takers. Thanks for watching, and remember, sometimes fortune favors the bold, and sometimes it doesn't.